children. Today I am going for the new lesson that is about labor. That is labor unit 2. What do you mean by labor? Okay. And also you are going to learn what is division of labor. You know what is labor. Labor means if I ask you the question, you will give me the various answer. That is the manual work, putting their energy, work is done for the sake of money or for salary. All that is called as labor. You will give me all these simple answers. So here, according to the Plato, okay. So what Plato wrote in his book, The Republic on the Division of Labor, he said human society is formed on natural inequalities. Means the human society, natural inequality means everyone are not equal. They are in different types. Okay. So this natural inequality is based on division of labor. Means everyone has got different labor. All the labor also are not the same. All their thinking also is not the same. All the behavior also is not the same. So it is inequality among the human society. Okay, a society is need is fulfilled by different division of labor, division of people. So for every work there are different people in a society. Means you have got doctors, you have got nurses, you have got teachers, you have got pilots, you have got army. So for all these things, what a society to fulfill the different divisions. So these are all different types of divisions or different areas of work where the work is taken place. Okay, so for this, for example, now we are getting our food. From where we will get our food? Who is the main cause for it? With whose help we are having a day-to-day food? Yes, so immediately it will come in our mind is farmers. So the food is produced by whom? The food is produced by farmers. We are wearing our clothes, children. Who is stitching our clothes? Yes. So we get the clothes by the weavers and dresses are produced by the tailors. So when we come into a dress, either your chudidar or for boys it is a shirt and a pant. So all that is stitched by whom? By the tailors. So the division of labor leads to merger of various sections of society. So division of labor means the different sections of society are doing different types of work. So tailor is doing the stitching work, weavers are doing the cloth by weavers, and the farmers are producing the food crops, etc. Okay, so the division of labor is necessary to fulfill the needs of in what all spheres? In social, economic, political needs of the society. So division of labor is necessary to fulfill what? Social, economic and political needs of the society. But there should be no exploitation in this process. Means it should be clear cut. It shouldn't be any exploited. If there is exploited in the division of labor, what will happen? The work will suffer, the produce will suffer. Yes, there won't be any profit, then it will go in loss. So there shouldn't be any exploitation in the division of labor. So while discussing on the division of labor, what is said by Karl Marx? Here, so Karl Marx says that the division of labor creates less skilled workers. Means the division of labors are creating less skilled workers. Skilled workers means like those who have got some special skills, trained people, okay, in that specific skill what they have learned. So they will be given training and they will be given jobs. So he classifies division of labor into two different divisions. So what are those two different divisions? That is, one is the economic labor and the second is the social labor. So one is the economic labor and the second one is the social labor. Okay, so this is said by whom, children? It is said by Karl Marx. So he opines according to his opinion that the division of economic labor goes with the technical and people's cooperation. Technical work. Technical, you know, like missionaries and all working on the machine. So these are all called as technical labor. So technical people's cooperation. So the division of social labor achieves social control through class, status and stratification. So they are achieved by class, status and their stratification. A different division of labor can be seen in post-industrialized society. So in the post-industrialized societies, then industrialized society, in the present digital world, the division of labor is done through. So in the present society, what is the fast upcoming now? It is the computers. Yes, it is the computer. For example, in the information technology society, the division of labor is based on various skills in using the computers. So as we consult different doctors for different ailments. So as you have already learned, children, we have got different doctors. For heart we have got different, for bones we have got different, for skin we have got different, for children we have got different. So these all you have learned. So for different ailment you have got different doctors. So the computer technicians are consulted for various aspects of information technology. Means the computer gives for whatever aspect you ask. In various fields, the computer will give you the knowledge related to your issues, and your doubts are cleared by the computer. So like this, specialization creates also division of labor. So specialization also creates. Here, what is specialization? You should know what's the meaning of specialization. Specialization means having deeper knowledge and depth skill in one particular field. Means you are having a deeper knowledge. Means you must go deeper in the field what you are learning, and also you must be well skilled, okay, well equipped in that particular field. So that is called as specialization. Means you are something special in that particular field and having greater knowledge, the depth knowledge of that particular field. Okay, so here division of labor has helped people to gain skill in field and earn economic benefits in accordance to their skills. So they can earn their economy according to their skills. How much they have got skills, how much they have got knowledge, so their economy also will be benefited. Yes. So due to the economic interest and division of labor, class system emerged. So the different classes, the class system emerged. So since division of labor is found widespread, acceptability, business and industrialization. So these all emerged. So acceptability, business, making business, and industries. So all these three came together and they got emerged. Okay, as a result, few people could invest more and earn more profit. So one in the textbook you have got about the division of labor. Can you see, children? One flow chart you have got. Okay, so you have to learn that flow chart. So I will just tell you. So this is about the division of labor. So in that there are various subtopics. What all is required in division of labor? One is about the age. Second is the person should have the interest. Okay. Third is the gender, age, interest, gender. Okay. What is next, children? Next is about the talent and the ability. Talent, here it should be a talent, and the person should have the ability. Okay, then what? Then the person should have skill, taste and special skills. Okay, skill, taste and special skills. Okay, so there is a diagram here, division of labor it is. So got it, children? So there should be age, interest. A person's age is needed in the division of their interest, in which field they want to go. Gender, whether it's a male or a female. Next is their talent. So different people have got different talents. Okay, so talent is also important. Their ability, their skill. Okay, their ability means to do the work, whether they are able to do the work or no. Ability, their skill, in which they have got the knowledge and which they have got more skill. Their taste and the special skill. So all these are counted in the division of labor. So this is somewhat like a flow chart, children. So we can learn better by doing the flow chart. So next it is coming is inequality in employment and labor. So this is the second point. First point I finished. Now it is the second point. Inequality in employment and labor. What is it? Labor means earning in cash or kind by providing one's manual or intellectual labor. Means I told you in the beginning, if I ask you what you will say, working for the sake of the money. So to get the cash, or either by cash or kind, by providing. Some of them will do the work just for the sake of the love offering. So that is called as kind children, for helping nature. So providing one's manual or intellectual labor. Either you work with your energy or you work with your knowledge, with your ability of your knowledge. Okay. So labor is an important aspect of human society. So labor also means a function done in order to achieve something in result in available for a person either in cash or kind. So a labor is found either the person will work for the sake of money, for cash, or just for the sake of kind. In return he might be rewarded with any of the things other than cash for doing the noble work. So